Hey guys, Opsec here, and today I got you with another Bitcoin update. So, we have seen this massive drop over the past week of 10% on the Bitcoin price. Now, why is this happening and how is this gonna result? So, let's start by marking out the support and resistance levels that everybody is looking at so that we can understand the liquidity. So here's one SNR level that people are looking at. Here is another support and resistance level that people are looking at. And there is one more major one that everybody is looking at right over here. Okay, now that we have the key levels marked, okay, this is what retail is looking at, right? Now, let me just mark out the older ones that are not so relevant, but we can use them as a case study. So we got this, and we got this. So first off, we need to understand what is the sentiment over here. What are people thinking? So for that, let's just see what people were thinking over here and just track it all the way down. So over here, everybody turned very bearish, and then price uh, consolidated over here. Hope was being built up. Then FTX collapsed, massive fear in the markets, support flipped resistance, everybody is bearish, now sentiment is bearish, everybody's looking to short. That's exactly when price surges. Now over here, most are still bearish. We got this double top, and some are bullish, and they're looking for this little hold. Boom, they get flushed. We convince everybody to be bearish structure break, and then we run it up. Now that we run it up, now everybody is officially bullish. However, there are bears over here, and the bears over here who are shorting over here have their stops right over here. And where are they aiming for? They're aiming for this 25K level. That's where everybody's looking to either exit shorts or buy longs. So now that we understand what everybody has been thinking and what everybody has been doing, now let's see what's gonna happen over here. So let's go down to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, everybody was shorting over here, and some would have their stops around these levels, but most would have most liquidations are going to be right over here at 32.4K. Why? Because that's the first high above this resistance level. Right over here is another resistance level, and if you shorter this, you're also going to say your stop at 32.4K resistance. So this means that we have a lot of liquidations here, a lot of stop losses up here, and a lot of take profits down here. Now, what is the core principle of liquidity based off the Ultimate Guide of Liquidity that I authored? The core principle of liquidity is that most of retail won't make money. Now, now if most of retail is short, then we should not go to their take profit, and if most of retail is long, then we should not go to their take profit either. At this point in time, right? At this point in time, a lot of retail was short, but I think most were long once we retested this. I also actually did a lot of polls to see what actually people were doing, and most people were longing the retest of this level, which makes a lot of sense. So at this point in time, most of retail was long. Now, when does that end? What is their invalidation? Boom, this low. That's where they set their stop. They are also looking at this trend line breakout. They're also looking at this trend line. Okay, so their stop was over here. And now, once we're under this low, liquidating these guys, I would say either shorts and longs are at an equilibrium or there's slightly more shorts than there's longs. When do I think we're going to have definitely more shorts than longs? If we clear this low, then I think retail is going to be mostly short, and doubt the invalidation of that theory would be if we touch down here, and then at that point most of retail would be long. So what am I saying over here? if we come down here, then at this point in time, most of retail is going to be short and their take profit is here. What does that mean? That means that the core principle of liquidity can be applied here. It means that if most of retail can't be profitable, then once we cross under this point, we should not go for this level. So what does that mean? That means that you can go ahead and set a long position with like this, with a stop loss right over here and a take profit right over here. And price should respect that. Price should come down here and then run it up there. Now, how do I think price is gonna come down here? The way I think price is gonna come down here is I think we're likely to see a relief around here and a consolidation to generate more liquidity. Why do I think that consolidation is gonna happen? Monthly chart, we have a fair value gap cooking up right over here. If this monthly candle closes without touching this previous month's high, then we will have a fair value gap such as we had over here, and then price wicks into it and runs it up. So I think this monthly candle closes. I think the low of the month might be in, or we're very close to it. We'll see a relief. Monthly will likely still close red. We'll see a relief though. And then next month's candle is gonna raid into here, into this fair value gap that's gonna form, and that is gonna be the trigger to enter a long position and shoot it up straight to 32.4. So pretty much what I'm thinking is we see a recovery, maybe go ahead and like let more people short. So recovery from here, get up here. At this point, everybody's gonna be calling head and shoulders pattern. Everybody's gonna be calling very low levels. You're gonna see here a head and shoulders type of pattern. Everybody's gonna be shorting this level, aiming for this level. All the longers are gonna be like, oh, my level's holding up, my level's holding up. Everybody's gonna be adding even more to their positions. And then boom, you hit them with the manipulation and distribute to 32.4. Those are my thoughts on Bitcoin. So if you're in long positions and they're underwater, here would be a good place to maybe exit some of them to rebuy back down here. That's what I'm looking at right now. I took some profits up here, publicly stated that once we hit this, I was really sussed out, though I did make a mistake and I did move a lot of my Bitcoin to Ethereum when we were up here, and those positions are not doing so well at the moment. But I trust that if I hold it long enough, then they will be ultimately. But as long as we manage risk, we will make it out on a long enough period of time. As long as you manage risk and you have a good strategy, then you will be profitable. This is not financial advice. And yeah, peace.